Hello, beautiful friends. How are we all doing? Love and respect to everyone. I hope everyone's been keeping well, blessed, medicated, and hydrated as much as possible, and spreading the positivities around you. But blessings, love, and respect to everyone. Yeah, well, welcome. My name is Farhan. Farhan. I'm known as Mayor Green. So that's why the channel's called Mayor Green. Yes, so the love and respect to everyone. We're wishing everyone the good health, hydration, and happiness and success always. Yeah, always. In 2023, I had a bad fall down stairs, and fractured. But we got diagnosed in Croydon University Hospital in the beginning of 2023, where they diagnosed me with having three fractures from T7 to T9 for hairline fractures so and also to diagnose me with a FND for functional neurological disorder, a functional neurological disorder, and and also for fibromyalgia, and also already have the chronic illness, chronic pains and arthritis. So was brought home from her hospital in 2023 March, I think it was March, and then was carried up in a ambulance chair, wheelchair, and put in a bed. Then I remained bedbound for so many months, going on to yeah, with having the carers for 4 times a day for providing healthcare assistance, and gradually as it changed my medications and stopped being so zombified all the time, be bedbound, and had a few issues with the carers as well as yeah. Let's talk about that at a different time. They're very horrible experiences, but yeah, the topics for the different time. Yes, I started to get my prescription. I've been getting my prescription. The legal UK medical cannabis prescription. The cannabis derived medications. Yeah. I have it. Right, so cannabis-based medicine products. Cannabis-based medicine products. That's my prescription. Let me just put that there. Okay. So cannabis CBMPs, so which are cannabis-based medicinal products. I'm a registered UK legal cannabis patient, a medical cannabis patient. I'm signed up with a clinic, and I will receive my medications from the pharmacy, and these are IPS pharmacy. It is where I receive my medications from. Cannabis-based medications, and for the different ailments, the different uh, conditions, and so very informative, um, very informative indeed. So that's what that is. Just the information there. So, and so since I've been, I've been consuming through a prescribed nebulizer with a vape, the dry herb. So I get my prescriptions. My okay, wait. Yes, so I get my prescriptions, and then also with the Curaleaf pharmacy. Yeah, I purchased my medical, it says medically graded, so certified and insured device, consumption device to consume with the medications I was being prescribed for my FND and my chronic pain conditions, pain and arthritis and fiber. What was I looking for? Uh, the word. Uh, um, so I get my medication from this pharmacy, and I was the first patient in London, the Croydon, and in Croydon, sorry, to have the first patient ever, medical cannabis patient, to have my medical cannabis prescription included into the hospital prescription, where the Curaleaf pharmacist spoke got spoke with the hospital head pharmacist, and who writes the patient's hospital prescriptions to be given to them for 4 times a day. So they the hospital pharmacist confirmed that I'm a legal medical cannabis patient, and we're receiving my medication, and have a certified dry herb medical consumption device. So we're medically certified. So 3 devices, they're all by a company called Stores and Bickle. And the first one is the Mighty Medic, and the second one is the Mighty Plus Medic, which is the one I have. And then there's a third one, a Volcano, the Volcano dry herb vaporizers. You can attach the Volcano bags to it, so it pumps it up with the cannabinoid steam that comes off from the evaporating oils that's extracted from the herbal medications inside the dosing capsules. So it's got like screens when the heat is applied to the light green to tetra cannabolic acid, the light green herbal version, the THCA, when the heat is applied to it, it's like it's steam. So you're applying heat to herbal medication, and the heat is heating up the oil, extracting the oils from the herbal medication, and that oil is being evaporated, and that's the steam that is then being inhaled through the medicating device, which is my device is the Mighty Plus Medic, the dry herb vaporizer and nebulizer. So as it's evaporating the oils extracted from the herbal plant, and that's what's being inhaled and delivered through the medicating device into our endocannabinoid system, which is we are created with an endocannabinoid system built in our bodies. And we have CB1 and CB2 receptors within our bodies that's there to absorb the cannabinoids that we're inhaling. In the form, we have to consume this medication in the UK as advised in the form method of inhalation. That's the form that it needs to be administered from the herbal form. So it, as it goes in into the dosing capsules in the light green, the tetrahydrocannabinolic acid form, it's THCA. Then it and heat is applied to it, so it's extracting the oils from within the herb. But then it's going through the decarboxylation process, the decarb process. So it's like baking a cake, but it's just steaming it in a way because it's applying the heat to it. So it's going through the decarboxylation process. So what that does, it takes away the light green, it makes it a bit more darker green, a lighter brown, a darker brown, depending on which how much you decarboxylate that medication through the heating process. And once when it's going through that decarboxylation the process, it's also activating all the cannabinoids. Cannabinoids or cannabinoids, however you like to pronounce it, within that herbal medication. And as that's heating up, all the cannabinoids are being activated. So it's enhancing the potency of the cannabinoid chemical compound within the herbal medication that's being decarboxylated at the time, and then it from that process, well, once it's being decarboxylated, it's also known as AVB, already vaped. But if you've decarbed it in your vaping devices, then it's known as AVB. Otherwise, it's also known as decarboxylated bud. That when you use it in processes for other um, utilizing the methods like for foods, for example, you're gonna or ointments or balms and oils or butter that you would make to apply onto your coconut oil, then infuse the contents of the AVB with some coconut oil, for example, and then you just strain that out and let it cool down, and then you use that as ointment for healing purposes on your painful arthritic or the joints, or if you have a fibroma muscle pains and chronic illness issues or FND. I have all of these conditions and a few others like IBS and yeah, some other. So I've also got cellulitis, but from 2008, so reoccurring open wound ulcers on my ankles. So even in January 2025, I was still having a visit from the district nurses who were coming visiting, home visiting me as I'm housebound. I was bedbound for such a long time, and then gained enough strength through the medication with the prescription medical cannabis. So I started gaining my strength and started practicing how I learned from was being shown from the carers of how to grab onto the handrails to maneuver myself, and just I've got no movement in my legs, no movement of the feeling in my legs, so I can't feel, don't have any control over my bowels and my bladder. So that there's no control over my bowels and bladder. So I have to wear the catheter convene. So that didn't work out well. That didn't work out well. So then I was prescribed the pads and got issues with urology, which I only found out at end of 2024 that there's certain birth issues that I had to go through, and had I not gone in, had I not had a urology infection and had to go in for a checkup, I wouldn't even have found out that these issues had occurred, from birth. As yeah, that was never mentioned. So um, a whole load of things. Medical cannabis has been assisting with my recovery and regaining of somewhat independence. Gaining strength and getting. I've got these linen sheets, the linen bed sheets. So when I lower the bed and raise the backrest with the control. So I have this control. So with this control, it's got the raising the backrest back up and down, and raising the bed up and down, the feet up and down. So with that help, then we bring the back bit up, and then I've got the wheelchair parked up right close, and then I've got the transfer board as well, and then I'm able to hold on to these bed rails and transfer into the wheelchair. And then this is the wheelchair that I was after having the carer push assisted wheelchair with the little wheels, where I was just sitting in the chair, and the carer was coming 4 times a day and pushing me into the toilet, and pushing me into the bathroom, and bringing me back, and helping me with my washes and for flannel washes, and helping me getting changed again with I didn't have much uh, movement in any part of my body from being coming home with a fractured back, and I was just laying there. I didn't know if I was ever gonna recover. To be honest, yeah. And a couple of times being in the bathroom, trying to have baths in the bathtub with the carers. So supposedly she should have been helping me and supporting my back, keeping me upright, but that they didn't think it was necessary for them to do so and assist. And I was like, well, if you don't find it necessary to assist me, like how we discussed before I got into the bathtub, and with your assistance, and then you just left me there to lose balance, to drop, hit the back of my head on the bathtub, and then you thought your excuse is that you didn't find it necessary to assist me. Well, you're in the wrong job if you that's your attitude. So it didn't work out well. So I ended up with a different carer company before I knew it. So as soon as I pointed something out that to the carer company's offices that there's something I didn't gain assistance, or I hurt myself while the carer was here, so supposed to be assisting me, and the next thing I know, I'm being passed on to a different carer company. So going through 15, 16 different carers over that period of carer. It's a very awkward and difficult time coming to terms with understanding, but trying to understand why there were so many malpractices, or like, so I've got my fluid water bottles here, which because I don't have access to the kitchen or water supplies. So my mum gives me these bottles of water, and I keep them here, and I sip out of them, or I use it for my cup of teas and coffees, and so the carer would be here making my bed while I would be in the toilet or the bathroom, or the toilet mostly, and then he'd be here, he'd be making my bed, and then he'd be laying in the bed, putting his head on the pillow after they've made the bed. At separate times they would be sitting here, and then just grabbing my water bottle, having a sip from it, drinking from it, and then closing the top and putting it back. And then I would have snack tubs like biscuits or something inside it, just some crisp or some snacks. Um, and then they would open up the tub with their blue gloves on that have been providing me health and hygiene, health system. They'd be picking into the eating things from there and then closing it back up and putting it away. And then also I find them. So I would make notes, the daily notes, in a little notepad of how I'm recovering, or where I'm feeling aches and pains and pains, and what's